everybody? In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 things that are keeping you from becoming profitable and getting your closes, getting the sales, getting the success that you want and desire. We're going to drop them here because a lot of reps don't always understand what is holding them back from moving forward with success, and they get frustrated. It's very common. So I'm going to share with you 6 things that are holding you back from getting the sale. But before I jump into this, jasonfinalexpense.com, I partner with some of the most amazing agents across this nation to sell things like life insurance and Medicare insurance and annuities, face-to-face and even over the phone. So I recruit agents nationally. If you need any help, reach out. I'll serve you in any way that I can. But these 6 things that hold a lot of agents back are so important that we get right. So if you got pen and paper ready, here we go. Okay, point number 1 that I want to share with you is prejudging leads, prejudging phone calls. This will cap you at the knees all day, every day. And a lot of times we can be victim to prejudice. We prejudge that lead. We prejudge it before we pick up the phone and get after it. So you talk to somebody and you're like, you know what, they're not going to buy from me at all next, okay? Or you get to the front door and you're like, nope, this isn't going to happen, and you prejudge that household. This will harm you all day, every day. So if you're prejudging leads, you can't do this. It'll harm you big time. So never prejudge a lead. Some of my biggest households, biggest checks, biggest money, okay, cases came from some houses that, wow, man, when I was a face-to-face agent, I wanted to run the other way. It was no running water, single wide trailers, kind of a feel, cat pee all over the place, didn't even have heat, okay? Had I prejudged that home, I wouldn't have had the happy face, okay, taking care of them later. Guess what? They have money because they don't spend their money. I'm just telling you, you cannot prejudge a lead. You get into a phone call where somebody's got $500,000 of life insurance coverage and you're like, yay, a lead. Oh, they're already covered. Wah. Stop prejudging leads. Never prejudge a lead. I got a crazy, amazing group of agents that we partnered together, and I had one of our reps that had a $500,000, okay, kind of a household, and was like, oh, wow, and ended up selling them like a $4,000+ AP life insurance case because she was committed and did not prejudge that lead. It's all about continuing the conversation. Bring value, build trust, but you cannot prejudge a lead. This is a must. So if you want to get harmed, start prejudging leads. Start thinking that you know which leads are going to be sales and which leads aren't going to be sales. You just don't know. I've done telesales. I've done insurance. My goodness, a combined 2+ decades, 20+ years. I do not prejudge leads. You can just build value and build trust and bring, okay, everything they want and wish and desire, and then let them decide if they want to move forward with you or not. But never, and I mean never, prejudge a lead. That is so critical, okay? Point number 2 that I want to share with you is you cannot fail to assume the business. You must ask for the business. You will lose 100% of the business that you fail to ask for. And a lot of agents lack confidence, lack certainty, lack good training, first off, and they don't know how to assume the business. You've got to lean forward. Even if you fall, at least you fell in the right direction, okay? So never fail to assume the business with compassion and care, but you also have to have a pair. You got to have some courage in you, okay? You got to lean forward with assumption. You must have gumption about you to assume the sale. Always assume that they're going to do business with you today. Always assume that they're going to see things through the right lenses and move forward with you. Don't be asking questions that lead to a no response. This happens more times than you could even imagine. I partner and train, and I do telemastery seminars across the nation. And let me tell you, there's some crazy bad training out there in this okay, YouTube space, as well as in agencies. There's some horrid training. And let me tell you, if you're using a free Frankenstein script, garbage material, garbage in, garbage out, it's going to hurt you. Okay, you've got to assume the business. You've got to go through pre-closing techniques so that when you ask for the business. You don't get your hands slammed in the door because you didn't handle that early, okay? So always assume that they're going to do business with you, and you're always going to lose 100% of the business that you did not have the courage to ask for. So always assume the business, all right? This is your business, but assume it hard, okay? You've got to ask. You've got to do trial closes. You've got to do all kinds of fun stuff, but you must assume that they're going to do business with you today. So have courage, okay? Point number 3 that I want to share with you is creativity will kill you, especially if you're new. You want to get capped? Start being creative. If you're given proven power scripts, if you're given proven platforms for face-to-face insurance sales, follow it, follow it, follow it. Quit getting creative and thinking that you all of a sudden know better, okay, because you sold 1, 2, 3, 5 policies in your lifetime. You're not at a place to be creative. The mousetrap has been invented. The round tire on your car is round. Quit trying to change it. It'll just make you go clunk, 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 or you're going to snap your hands in the trap. Don't get creative with scripting. Don't get creative with proven methods, because you're just going to put yourself into a place that you become more frustrated where you can't get the business. So my point to you, and point number 3, is that creativity kills more agents because they get all creative, okay? You're not going to draw Picasso if you don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying, you're going to look like a kid with crayons and no one's going to see the right picture. So creativity can kill you. If you want to capitalize, if you want to make it to the next level, as a life insurance agent, as a Medicare insurance agent doing face-to-face or telesales, do not get creative. Have very good fundamentals and follow them to a T. Dot the I's, cross the T's. You're going to be a happier agent, but you're just going to tease yourself if you get creative. So just please stop it if you're getting creative and trying to try all this fancy weird stuff, or you think you know better, and I'm just going to spitball and see what happens. You got to have good fundamentals, okay? You want to win football games? Good. Have a good playbook. Your scripting, okay, your techniques, if they're good techniques. Now, if they're bad techniques, don't use them. Maybe your creativity will help you. I know there's a couple agents that work for some face-to-face type insurance agencies that say they do telesales, and you have to get creative because the data that you're given is so bad, okay? It's really shameful that you get creative and make sales and you use their free script and don't. That tells you everything you need to know. So in that instance, yes, go be creative because you never had good data anyway, okay? But creativity will kill you. Creativity will harm you if you're given good techniques, good power scripts, good face-to-face data. You cannot get creative. It'll cap you at the knees. So don't get creative is point number 3, okay? But point number 1, never prejudge a lead ever. The opportunity's there for you. Be ready to help them. Always assume the business, ask for it, ask for it, ask for it, okay? But creativity will kill you, point number 3, if you're taking notes, okay? Point number 4 that I want to share with you is not believing in yourself. If you haven't been trained well, you don't have the confidence maybe or the courage, and you don't believe that you can do it. Guess what? If you don't believe you can, you know what? You're probably right, okay? You've got to have courage. You've got to believe in what you're doing. You've got to believe in the products that you're putting forth on the table. If you don't believe in life insurance, if you don't believe in Medicare insurance, it's tough to sell what you don't believe in. So it's tough to transfer value to somebody else if you don't think it's a good idea. So you must believe not only in your product, your service, and your offering, but point number 4, you must believe in yourself that you can do it, all right? This is why when I partner with agents, and I only partner with about 1 out of 30 agents nationally, but let me tell you, when we train for 5 days straight, and we train intensely so that they have confidence and know how to handle a beautiful lead when they get their hands on one without guessing. They know how to script. They know how to rebuttal. They know how to write business. They know how to underwrite. My goodness, underwriting day is over 6 hours in and of itself. They don't need, okay, FEX Toolkit. They don't need Best Plan Pro. They don't. They know underwriting to the next level. But when you're confident, then you can convey the message with compassion and care. But when you don't believe in yourself, when you don't think you know what you're doing, guess what? A diseased mind will lead to diseased methods and harm you. So not believing yourself is real, especially when you're new or you partnered in the wrong agency where maybe you have to schedule a call with your upline. and wait a day or two to get a response. That's going to hurt you. It's going to decrease your certainty. And guess what? You're kind of like a latchkey kid, and it's not going to be a great environment for you, I promise, okay? So the next point that I want to share with you, point number 5, is you've got to be in a position where you have the ability to save someone with your service and your product. You've got to believe to the point that these sweet people, if they don't have life insurance, if they don't have Medicare insurance with me today, they will be forever harmed. You've got to have that mind about you that I'm throwing my client a life raft, okay? They need me to save them through insurance, okay? Without insurance, they would not be able to rebuild their home if you're selling homeowners insurance. If you're selling life insurance and they've got nothing and they die, their family is forever harmed. If they got a dread disease and don't have Medicare insurance to guard them, they could get sent to collections. They could lose their home. They could get all kinds of nasty things. You've got to believe that you're throwing them a true life raft, okay, to serve and help and guard these sweet families. They really need you to be there to serve them. This is all about your client, not about you, okay? You're going to get the sale by being better at serving them. You've got to deliver value, but you've got to have it through the lenses of what your clients expect and want of you. Raise the expectations for yourself because now you believe in yourself. You're not prejudging leads. You're going to assume the business, all right, and you will, but know that you are the lifeguard saving them because they will financially drown, or at least their families that are left behind will drown financially potentially because they don't have the 10 grand necessary to take care of the final expenses through the valuable life insurance products and solutions that you are serving them with. So understand that you are throwing them a life raft to guard these sweet families, okay? Understand that what you do matters every day. Don't lose sight of the value that you are bringing, and you will feel good about yourself because you're helping others. So in spite of the no's, you know where to go, okay? You're going to get told no a lot. The insurance industry is phenomenal. I love it. It's amazing, but let me tell you, you're going to get told no a lot. You're going to get told no more times than you get told yes, whether your recruiter told you that or not. You're going to get told no. You're going to have emotional highs and emotional lows, but you can't forget what the win felt like. Remember, that feeling that happens when you make your sale, your first sale. Never lose sight of that, okay? It's like getting your first car when you're 16, okay? Never forget that car, and most of you probably haven't. Never forget your first sale, your first point of success. Know you're blessed in this place, and know that you're blessing others, how you're handling them, how you're serving them. Make sure you're using proprietary techniques, proven platforms, but throw your clients a life raft, and know that you're doing right by them. Always do right by the client, and guess what? You're going to feel better about yourself, but more importantly, you're going to build your business on a proper foundation. The next point I want to share with you is that when you're feeling, down, when you feel like maybe you're a loser right now, and you aren't, by the way, if you're feeling that, you're not, okay? But you've got to attempt one more time. When you're getting whipped and you're getting beat down by the no bus and you're trying to assume the sale and the client tells you, got to think about it, or got to talk to my dog, my kids, one more thing, okay? And you're like, oh man, this is horrible. This is horrible. When this happens to you, you've got to push through it, okay? A winner, okay, is a person that went one more time. A winner is one that assumed the sale one more time. Give it one more objection, one more attempt at closing their need with your valuable solution, okay? These families will do business with you if you assume the business. You must assume the business, not make it awkward. You must assume the business all day, every day. So many agents lose a little bit of courage, and it's easier to just hang up the phone or say, thanks, have a good day, or talk about the color of their shag carpet, or you like dogs, I like dogs, how are you today? And that all breeds from a feeling of insecurity that we have deep within us, okay? But when you're properly trained, properly coached, properly mentored, you will make it to the next level. You really will, because you're going to understand how to use certain techniques to help the client get what they want so that you don't get T-boned in the middle of the intersection when objections will take place. And I said will take place, not maybe, okay? Objections happen. Welcome to the insurance industry. It's phenomenal, but get after it. But be a winner, because losers will take the lick maybe once, maybe twice, and give up on that sweet prospect when they're told no, okay? A winner will try one more time, okay? A winner knows how to bring value at a different way. Maybe come at it at a different angle. The angle that you're working isn't, okay, putting the square peg in the square hole. You got to try it at a different angle and maybe lightly tap instead of beating on the thing. Quit using high-pressure tactics. Use proven platforms to deliver value more powerfully. It's all about helping the client. So many times we get frustrated, right? And another tip I want to share with you is when you get frustrated, sometimes you shortcut yourself. You shortcut technique and you just start, okay, hammering away. Nobody wants to be hammered. Nobody wants to be spoken to like that, right? So you've got to focus on the client, not in a high-pressure tactic, but in a place that you're a professional delivering more value, more certainty on a higher level of skill. Anytime that you lose control, it's because you weren't prepared for what was going to take place. When you're properly trained, properly coached, you as a life insurance or Medicare insurance agent won't lose control. Telesales is truly about control, not being controlling, but controlling yourself, controlling the call. This is why scripting matters. Follow a good script. Follow the right algorithms. Follow the right pitch. Follow, okay, everything that you need all the way through. Don't give up. You've got to never give up. Never give up on that house. Never give up on the lead, which goes back to point number 1. Don't prejudge the leads. You've got to push through. Don't prejudge a lead. A lead is just a conversation to bring value with all levels of certainty. So that's what this is about. Bring value, bring certainty, deliver the goods for these sweet people. They absolutely need you. It's critical that you have the right mind. Eliminate creativity, follow proven power scripts, never prejudge leads, assume the business. Remember, you're going to lose all the business that you don't ask for. Always ask and always assume that they will do business with you today. The power of assumption is powerful. Bring, okay, the heat, bring the value, and you will hopefully get the sale. Believe in what you're doing. You cannot sell what you do not believe in. Just saying, okay? Believe in it. Make sure you understand you're throwing them a life raft, and be a winner. Never, never give up. I hope this helps you and serves you well. If you need help, reach out, jasonfinalexpense.com, and I hope this content helps you today. Have an amazing day, a better day tomorrow, and be ready to serve great people. I appreciate you.